What's going on, YouTube? Oh man. All right, guys, gotta start this off real quick. A lot of talking to do, which I don't want to do, so I'm gonna try not to do, just to get these grounds established right now. Okay, we're gonna get into the losi thing, but the losi thing's already been done. There was actually a video made about it, over an hour long, and I deleted it after proof watching it. OG finally deleted his first video because it wasn't worthy of anybody's time. I went off on the losi 8, and you'll learn why when we get to it. And I didn't want nothing more to do with it after that point, besides to get it together, get it running, break it in, and that was it. And you'll understand when I put it back up on the table in a minute and get into what actually happened with it and why I went through and did it. Even though everything happens for a reason, so I have to put it back up here and work on it again. So you guys are going to get to see this. What you didn't see in the video, the first video, you're still going to get to actually see it. It's just going to happen on a different time. So, with all that,
and not only did they confirm
and turn this down.
Answering us on the fly, like we type something up and within half the day.
Okay, got races going on back here. Been watching races. Got to keep that turned down. So after we get done with this right here, my mail call, which I wanted to show you guys, which you've probably seen me mention in the last video, we'll move on. Plus I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 8-scale buggies over here to my left that are being charged up right now because I'm a little bummed out about the happenings of today too, and we'll get into that story in a little bit. But first, let's get on with this to see what we got in these bags here. I don't even know what I think these are my bearings. God, I gotta get in that bag. This thing's trash. Okay, what do we have in here? Who the hell wraps and damn, what is this? Why did he do this for? That is the weirdest thing I've ever seen, guys. Look at this. Jewel Osco. This is newspaper out of an ad that he wrapped these shims in. These are the OFNA old engine spacers, miscellaneous shims and stuff like that. So I'm hoping that these aren't too big, that I can, that's why I just bought 2 of them, because they can be used in a lot of other things, but they might be too big for what I want to use them for, but I have them anyway. But I put thank you in there. That's cool. It's awful nice of him. But I got these for shimming the bearings and shimming the clutches and stuff like that. So that's really cool. We got those in finally. Okay, this is real weird. I've never seen packaging quite like that, guys. Not my business anyway. And this one, I'm gonna go buy a knife tomorrow while I'm out running around. What do we have in here? All right, we have my flywheels. And 1, 2, yes, 2 of the shorty, the good crank nuts, HPI, the flywheel nuts, yes, and standard stock HPI, 3-pin, 3-shoe, part number 86271. HPI, guys, HPI. That for my savages, because I am, yes, as you guys already know, that's why I had to put a 2-shoe in junior. I am out of clutch belts, so, or out of flywheels. So these will go in the 25 and the 28, because no, the 25 and 28 have clutches. They have everything on them. They're waiting on carburetors is what they are. Good. I thought those damn things had to be completely built. I forgot we rebuilt those guys. They have way too many sticks in the fire. Oh geez, losing his mind. Which is another reason why I had to delete that video, because I checked out the res after I found out what was wrong with that losi, that brand new losi 8 that I paid all that money for. Yeah, I was a little pissed off about that, but we'll get back into that in a minute. Let's get to this mail call real quick. So, new flywheels, 3 pins, collars, crank nuts, shims, receipt, liquid RC. Nice. Flywheel, 3-pin, pilot nuts, 4x28 by 5.5. Jackpot. Those come at a very good time. Got Nitro pump laying down behind me. And then this. This right here is what I was waiting on before. This is from a subscriber of mine. This is from a subscriber, gotten to be a good friend, buddy, pen pal, whatever you want to call him. Fabulous. And he goes by the name Travis in the chats. So, yep. And he asked me if he could send these to me. They were just, I guess, extras of his that he didn't want or need. I said, sure, I'll take whatever you want to send me, partner. So, this is a Reds, original spare parts, Durabell, clutch bell, 13 tooth off-road Durabell 2. Heavy duty clutch bell for my buggies. Because he was watching me burn them up. So look at that gem right there, boys. Ooh-wee. I think it's sexy, ain't it? Got the red stamp on the side of it. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Yeah, you can see it, can't you? Yep. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Beautiful. And he also knew how important these were to me. He sent me 4 clutch bearings. Boom. Thanks, Bob. Thanks so much. And an exhaust gasket. Header gasket for the back of an engine. Yeah, I said engine, not motor. We're not having that fight today, guys. My day was bad enough. So, yep. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it, appreciate it, appreciate it. Muchos gracias. Big, big, big shout out to Travis Robinson, aka Fabulous. Ding, fries are done. Ding, fries are done. 1 battery done. And that was the battery for, the 28 LX2. The monster. With the Force 28 in it. Oh, that motor is just sick wicked. That's almost as bad as the Dynamite 28s I got. You know, they're basically all the same engine. Yes, yes, yes. Cool beans, brother. Hey, thank you so much, Bob. Appreciate you, appreciate you. Got goosebumps on that one. Cool, man. You know how much I need those bearings, and of course the clutch bells. Yes, it's an exhaust header and everything. You all know I hate throwing away cardboard boxes. You guys have seen my storage unit. You guys have seen a lot. I got cardboard boxes stacked up everywhere. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I got 11 of these little cardboard boxes up here on these shelves with all my parts on them. So cool beans. Thanks, brother. I appreciate that, man. So much. So much. Let me get this stopped and double charge it again. And while we're doing that, I'm gonna get the clutch bag. Because I don't have my other tackle box here. Hopefully I'll remember to get that tomorrow. That is on the thing to not forget list. There's Grubby's engine. There's one of those. There they are. Here we are. Yes, 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 yes. And while we're sitting here going through this, there's a new tube of bearings that I got. You guys seen that mail call when I opened those up yesterday. So now I take these 1, 2, 3, 4 bearings that Mr. Travis sent me. My brother from another mother down there in Tennessee. Okay, we got those. And we have our clutch bags in here somewhere too. Okay, there's all those parts and those parts and those parts. Alright. And we got these. Remember the big plastic bags I told you we don't ever get rid of? This is why. 1, 2, 3. Alright. There's my the only 3 extra clutch bells that I have, guys. Oh, my other 15. So I have 4 extra clutch bells now. Clutch bells are on the Santa list, as we say. And the bearings and stuff are put away in there. Clutch sets. What did I do with those? I put those in a bag someplace too. Are they in here with these? Yes, clutch shoes and everything are in here. So we're going to stick those in another big baggie. Because we need our flywheels all together. And That 3-shoe racing flywheel that I don't really care for. That's more for a buggy. That's an 8-scale buggy flywheel is what that is. Because it sets everything further forward to get it closer to the center depth to where the you know, where your drive gear's at. Okay, and we got our crank nut going here too. All right, there's those, and there's those. This is Grubby's broken down engine, which I really need to find a different bag for this to get it out of this stuff. Bags, and then the linkages, those got going down too. That's like, those are our clutch bells and our flywheels and their shims. Okay, servo horn. All right, and then all of our extra baggies. And there's one set of clutch shoes, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's our clutch shoes. Bonus. So, put our extra bags in here. Put our bags of clutch shoes in here. Put our bearings and our other extra clutch bearings and springs and shoes in there. Boom, and there we go, boys. We're good to go. All right. Better keep that just in case. Just in case. So there's that. Here's our exhaust header, which we can put in here with the other ones. Which goes in this. Bingo bango, guys. There we go. Mail call out of the way. Parts are taken care of and out of the way. And I really need to get these spare parts off this table over here, guys. But yeah, y'all see this? Metric standard. These wrenches play a critical part in the story of the Losi 8T that caused my mini meltdown last night while I was attempting to make a video. Yeah. It wasn't a good time, guys. It wasn't a good time. Let me go grab this sucker, get him up here on the table. I need to grab my vodka and cranberry juice and get it set up here. I'll be right back, guys. Hold on. Poof. Here we go, guys. Here we go. All right. Quick story on this bad boy. You guys knew what I had to do to him, or what I wanted to do to him anyway. As far as lengthening up the wires and all that kind of crap like that, and getting him all squared around, and shit, I already lost the binky off him. Wow, that's cool. But anyway, yeah, the reason for my mini meltdown about this sumbitch last night was it takes standard and metric Allen wrenches for this frickin' truck. As much as I paid for this damn thing, they have mismatched nuts and bolts on this truck, and I just can't handle that, and I couldn't handle it when I found the problem last night. Yeah, I couldn't deal with it, guys. I mean, it's too much of a hassle. I had to adjust these tension knobs on the linkages, and I can't get these things off because I don't have an Allen wrench that fits these. So what I did end up finding that fit was not a 1.5 mil like it's supposed to be. 1.5 millimeter doesn't fit anything on this damn truck. I had to go and get this my standard Oakland set, my master set, and pull out a 50 thousandths Allen wrench. That's what that is. 50 thousandths. That's what fits these linkage knobs. And then when you get to the other side of the truck, the bottom of the undercarriage, you would be thinking that, you know, 2.5 mil or 3 mil, your standard Allen wrenches and your high dollar driver sets that we all buy would fit. No, no, none of these fit either. A 3/32 Allen wrench is what fits. Yeah, we learned that too. You guys can't see this, but here's, well, I guess you can. There's 4 of them right here. And here's your standard 2 mil, which doesn't fit. And 1.5, 3, and here's a 2.5. And 2.5 is too big. 2.5 won't fit either. So what do? You come to your standard Allen wrench set and you get a 3/32 Allen wrench. And 3/32 is what fits it. See that? 3/32 is what fits the engine bolts. But when you want to take the Allen screws out of the rest of the chassis, 2.5 millimeter doesn't fit anything. 2 millimeter doesn't fit anything. But the silver ones, the silver screws, like what you need to take your rock guards off and your braces, are all 2 mil. Now to get the gray ones off, take a 2.5. They don't fit either. So what do? You come back to your 3/32 Allen wrench, and 3/32 fits everything. Every gray bolt, every gray head on the bottom of this truck anywhere is a 3/32. Every silver head on the bottom of this entire truck, from the front braces to the back where your rear wing brace is at, are 2 millimeter. Are you guys with me so far to see why I lost my freaking mind last night? Yeah. And that's what you got to go through. You got to figure out, after you go through this, after you do this, none of those fit. Why not? These are the standard 4 sizes. Oh, let's try American. Oh, this one doesn't fit. Oh, this one fits. After you got to do that every time you want to change something, that's garbage, guys. That's garbage. I was so butthurt over that last night, making that video, and then I proof watched it this morning like I did, and all I did was cuss and rant and rave about losi, of all the names, losi, doing this. So I Googled it to see if it was a problem, to see if they've done this before, and yes, they have. Yes, they have. That's why there's screw kits for this thing, to turn everything standard or everything metric or Phillips head screw or torque head screw or whatever floats your boat, you know. So yeah, I'm a little bummed out about that. And I don't know if it's a Horizon hobby shop thing only, or if it is actually a losi thing. I can't believe TLR would do that. As much money as these things cost, $500 something, $500, $600, yeah, I can't believe that they would do that. So anyway, that was my problem. That was my rant. And I just went through and did all this. But like I said, things happen for a reason. And this wire it works. I really don't need to muck with this right now. The more and more I think about it, sitting here talking to you guys, I'm probably going to leave this damn thing alone, because everything on it works. I was going to get in here and shorten this wire up, which I kind of still want to do because it is way too long, and solder fresh wires on here. We're only 6 minutes into the video on this part of it. So, you know, I thought about doing that too. But I also need to put, now that I have receivers again, extra receivers, I also need to put a receiver back into my MBX, because I pulled the receiver out of here to stick in one of my newer buggies a while back when I ran out of receivers. But now that I have one extra receiver, I need to put it back in here. So this is always ready to go. Man, that steering servo is tore up in there, boys, but it still works. So yeah, because I kind of wanted to drive him when I break them all out and take them out, and I'll have to run him one last time. He will get ran. He's only been ran once since I got him, and it was 23 years ago that he was ran before that. So he needs to be ran one more time. He needs to be bled out. I hope there's no fuel still in it. No, because I just noticed my LX2 over there's got half a tank of gas still in it, which I didn't like that. But that's always been a pull start problem on that buggy. So I'm hoping tomorrow, if it's nice tomorrow, which is another problem I had today, that I can get it to run. So anyway, we need to fix the MBX. I'm still charging. I'm charging the Ravager right now. Just got done charging the LX2. So yeah, things are moving along. And then last night, while I'm sitting here talking to you guys in the video that you'll never see because I deleted it, because you guys just didn't hear me. You didn't need to hear me go on. Fries are done. To go on for 45 minutes about how bad this sucked. Because if any of you guys have dealt with this, you already know. Leave in the comments if you own one of these, if you had the same problem, or if your trucky's set up the same way. Because if it's just with these, then I know. And since I have one, I'll never need to buy another one because I never would. I'm not going through that headache of playing, musical wrenches trying to figure out what it takes, standard or metric. Because now when I take this to the lot tomorrow, if I run tomorrow, the weather's nice, I have to take both sets of Allen wrenches with me because in case something happens that I need to adjust something, it's going to be, I don't know if it's going to be metric or English. So that really sucks by itself. So these expensive tool sets that I have, the 1.5, the 2, the 2.5, and the 3 millimeter wrenches that fit everything across the board do no good on this buggy except for one size, the 2 millimeter for the sober heads. For the sober screws, take 2 millimeters. Everything else is standard. So, to get off that rant again real quick, let me reset this. We always double charge it. And so yeah, I kind of want to tear into him to burn the wires, shorten them up a little bit, give me some more room inside there. And yeah, let's look in there, guys, and see what we got going on. Let's just look in there to see what we have going on. I know you guys can't see nothing. I apologize for that. Went through this last night. You guys couldn't see nothing. Well, that sucked. Just dropped the lock ring off of that, which is right there. And I don't think it's magnetic. No, it's not, because it's not steel. Okay. So yeah, get him down there. Get him in there. Pull the slinkies back off again. One bearing off, 2 bearings off, 3 bearings off, 4. I just noticed that that doesn't really set on anything. It's just set on there. So anyway, I don't know if I want to take it off the back or if I want to take it off the front, because there is a lot of wires stuck in this radio box right here, boys. A lot of wires. We don't need half this in here. So I can definitely cut this part off, take the actual receiver out like that, and I can shorten this up a country mile. So I can do that. Let me see here. Because these are what I soldered last night and shrink tubed them. So those are golden. Those are really golden. I cut this off here, cut this off here, take this center piece out. And that'll be a little bit better at least. Yes, that's what we're going to do. Not even thinking about it, guys. We're going to cut them. I should go to cut these straight across. There should be not no juice going to this switch because it is not turned on. But we're still going to cut them one wire at a time. And my luck, you never know. Alright, we'll do that like that. And that'll be open. We can do this like this. Yes, cut these. Okay. And we just shorten that up a lot. So, you guys are going to get to see me do this anyway, or, you know, sit here while I do it, because you're not going to be able to probably see very much. But we will try. Red and black, and these are the shorties. These suckers are tight. These are the ones that we got to be careful with. Alrighty, let me see here. Okay, there we go, boys, there we go. Now we'll get rid of this and get rid of this. And we want to get some shrink tubing down here on these wires pronto, so we don't forget. I'm sorry guys, I know you can't see shit, but I will put my headlamp back on, which will brighten it up a little bit more over here. Let's look at that to make sure I didn't put it on upside down. I put it on upside down anyway. Isn't that awesome? Okay, there's that. And bam, 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 there's that. Now we can see, fellas. We can see. Okay, hold on for 1 second, boys and girls. 1 second. Let me see. Let's see if I can get the charger. Did I leave myself a charging cord? I swore I did. Did I take the battery out of that son of a bitch too? I think I took I took the battery out of there too. Yep, the battery is out of that MBX, as well as receiver. So, give me 1 second, guys. I gotta swap these buggies around. All right, guys, back at it. Get my wire, get my flux. Okay. And black to black, red to red. Always get this right the first time, fellas. Like I said, we need our shrink tubing. We can go with the little ones since we're doing just the wires. Boom, boom. We don't need all of this. We can cut one in half and that'll be enough, I'm guessing. Should be more than enough. Yeah. That's for both sides, and then we get a bigger one to do both of them. We'll leave them right there. All right. Shrink tubing. So, where are my manners at? How are you guys doing today? We jumped off in this big hurry, this big rush to get all this shit done. We're not chilling out like we always do in the Nitro corner. We know better than that, guys. We know better than that. We don't get riled by anything. Just mismatched bolts, though, being an extremely OCD person, and I can't handle stuff that's just illogical. You know, like Mr. Spock would say. I can't deal with that shit too awful well. So anyway, but we're over that. We're on the bigger and better right now. We're going to get these wires put together. We're going to get these suckers soldered up, which is the best part about this, is that once you flux them and you hit them with that heat, and when you have the end of that soldering iron tin, it just flows right into the wire, guys. Flows right into the wire. It's a beautiful thing. Soldering is really easy. Gives some people fits though. Some people have problems with it, which is understandable. You know, not everybody can just dive right into something and be comfortable with it. Not everybody can. So I get it. I get it. We've all been there, boys and girls. All of us have. All right, now we're going to tin this sucker up. And like I mentioned in the video last night that you guys will never see, I've had this Weller soldering iron for since I started into the hobby, which was a long time ago. So I should not have to do too awful much with these. They should transfer as soon as I hit it, because they're fluxed out pretty good. So here we go. Just like that. It'll run right into it, boys. Heat it up, drop it on. Bada bing. A little bit more. Okay, there we go. Negative is done. Now we're going to touch off on our positive. Let's tip up some more. Touch it. Boom, there it goes. It just jumped right onto it. Done. And you know that everything worked out good by the color of your solder, of your joint. When this is shiny and silvery like it's supposed to be, that's a good solder. If it's not a good solder, if it didn't seal up good, if it didn't take good, I'm trying to burn none of my wires back here, guys. If it didn't take good, it'll look brownish, it'll look dull, because all it did was pull the flux out, and it didn't actually wrap itself like these. It didn't wrap itself and make them all shiny and silvery like they're supposed to look, just like that. Look at that, that somebody went all the way to the back 50. I mean the back 50. That was a quick charge. Can't believe that buggy still had that much charge in it. So, you know us guys, we're gonna double charge it like we always do. Stop and go. And we battled to get that whole bale to run. Remember, guys, we had that air leak problem. Yeah, well, we got to get that straightened out. So now that I have these done, now I will fold them both one way. I will fold the wires down one way, nice and neat. Slide the heat tubing up on them. Slide this red one, positive line. The same way. And run the heat tubing up on it. Just like that. Heat gun. And there they are, done. And where I screwed up at, because I was thinking about everything else that's going on over here, I didn't put that double tube on to shrink wrap them both together, and there's no way that I'll ever get this over this plug and down on there. So they're just going to have to ride like that, guys. Just like that. They'll be fine. They're in there now, and it's a lot shorter than it was. That should be a lot better. So we can put the battery in, number 3. just like that. I can set this back down in here. Like it was, we figured out last night it had to set sideways. You couldn't set it flat, facing up like most of them do, because it was too tall. The wires were sticking up too high and wouldn't allow the case lid to close up. So just like that, that's in there. Now, a little piece of foam that I had out here yesterday, which I think I threw back in here. This little piece of foam in here. I think that big block's too much, but it might not be. Okay, he's in there. Yeah, it's a lot better, guys. It's not so tight. It's got more room. And this thing has to sit underneath the frame brace. Underneath the frame brace and down, just like that, guys. No, my arms in the way, boys. I know, I'm sorry. Just that. It's sealed in the back. A little fuzz sticking out back there, but we'll live with that. No big effing deal. Now, put our bearing back in here. Like that. Got a bearing seat. Not that one. This one. We'll do it left-handed so you can kind of see what I'm doing, folks. There's that. And Webby's on, Binky's on, Binky's on. Truck should be charged still from last night because we didn't run today. Boom. losi 8T. Boom, turn that on. Carb is all the way open. Brakes work really good. He's ready to go, boys. He is ready to go. So, turn him off, turn the radio off. Then back over here, turn the headlamp off, turn the Roby off. Get our wrenches back over here in the box. Try to get some normality going on back in here. Cool beans, cool beans. Got our nasty, dull razor blade knife back in this jar that I keep straightening up. Like I told you guys in the last video, I straighten that thing up 6 times a day and it's still a mess. Alright, boys and girls, let me check this phone to see who it is blowing me up. I'm pretty sure it's not on my keto itch. Don't. Alright. Yeah. Soldering's done. That's cooling down real good. Got my gin and juice. So, he's ready to go. And the other part that hurt my feelings about today, which kind of pissed me off with the Miranda of the day, which is why I didn't get anything done until now, was last night while I was sitting here wrenching and having the mini meltdown over the screws not fitting right. Sorry guys, still got rabies or whatever the hell's going on with me. But anyway, well, nothing was fitting right on this bad rascal. I pulled the weather report up to see if I was going to be able to play or not today, and it said 100% chance of rain today, tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday. For the next 4 or 5 days, it's rain. anywhere from 89 to 100%. It doesn't say, you know, the little sun in the morning time and then rain in the afternoon cloud. No, it said rain in the morning cloud and rain in the afternoon cloud, which means it's going to be raining when you wake up and raining when you go to bed, right? Right? Isn't that what that means? Okay. So me and Nitro Pup didn't think about going and running trucks today because it's supposed to be rainy and shitty. So we decided to stay up late, fix this sucker, wrench on this thing, do everything we're doing, work on the other ones, get them ready for the next good day we have. We ended up staying up till like 4 o'clock in the morning, guys. 4 o'clock. I think it was a little bit after 4 o'clock when we finally went to bed. Well, that means I slept till like 10:30. I think it was 10:18 or something like that. 6 hours later when I woke up. Usually I sleep 6 hours a night. I woke up, you know what I woke up to? Sunlight. Bright ass sunlight coming through my bedroom window, blinding me and lighting up my bedroom. I'm like, what the actual hell? So I staggered out of bed, go to the bathroom, so forth, walk over, look out the window, and it's beautiful outside, guys. I mean, beautiful. And I'm thinking, I'm already late. I still got 2 hours of stuff around here I got to do before I can go anywhere. What the actual hell? I thought it was supposed to be rainy and shitty. So I was pissed off because the weatherman was wrong again. So otherwise, I'd have been at the lot at 9 o'clock. Me and Nitro Pup would have been out there at, 40 degrees in the sunlight, burp, 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 breaking this sucker in. So after I beat myself up and contemplated it for like 45 minutes, whether I should actually make an attempt to go break him in, at least run some tanks through him. I was like, no, forget about it. We're not going to sweat that shit. We got screwed on this deal. So we'll get everything around tonight, which is what we're doing now. And tomorrow morning, even though the weather forecast says the same goddamn thing, so tomorrow morning we'll go to bed tonight at regular time. We'll be up at 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning like we normally are, me and the Beagle. We'll get our breakfast on. We'll get our morning jam on. And if it ain't raining, and if the wind's not blowing 1,000 miles an hour, guys, me and the pup and a whole lot of Nitro RC cars are going to the lot. Because while this Rousker right here is sitting on the deck, look how sexy he is. That's another thing that hurt my feelings, guys. Quick side note tangent. My ADHD old ass is, just give me a minute. Time out. Okay. Ain't he sexy? Look at how sexy this sucker is. And to put mismatched screws on something that looks this good and that's going to perform this well, because I already know what it's going to run like, guys. That's a Dynamite 28. That's the same motor that's in Ghost, that's in the Tekken, the Techno. I always say Tekken. I'm thinking Tekken, the video game. But anyway, it's the same motor. It's the same setup as a Techno. And I thought it was shorter than the Techno, and it's actually longer. So damn. So I already know what this thing's going to run like. Plus, I got a couple guys that I watch on YouTube that also have these damn things and have broken them in. Not even new. They got theirs used. This is new. So yeah, that even disappointed me more that it's got effed up screws on it. I even cussed twice in the video last night, guys. That's how mad I was. I dropped the F-bomb twice. And you know how I stopped cussing. I'm trying to do the godly thing with my mama and stop cussing. So, but it pissed me off that bad that I actually, F this and F that. So anywho, yeah, tomorrow we will get up in the morning and if it even looks halfway decent, I pop that curtain open and it ain't hurricaning and blowing and looking like some Ichabod Crane, some Sleepy Hollow shit out there. Me and the pup are loading up, maybe pack a sandwich or 3 or 4 or 10, get some biscuits and some chili cheese Fritos. We going out to burn some fuel. Because this sucker right here is going to eat about 2 quarts. It's going to idle through 4 tanks. That right there is almost a quart by itself. The time you fill this sucker up and idle through it, that's a fuel bottle. So that's a third or a half of a quart is a fuel bottle. And then 4 more on the ground, because I want to run it. I'm going to pull trigger on this sucker, dude. I'm going to run it, even though it's going to be, quarter throttle. I got to run it. So now we're going to run through 1.5 or 2 quarts of fuel just on this tomorrow. And my intentions for all these damn 8 skulls behind me, all 5 of them, is that to at least burn a tank through each one of them, get them on the homebrew. A couple of them have ran on 30, and a couple of them have ran on 25. Well, they haven't ran on the homebrew 25 yet, so that's going to be new to them. Weather change, got it riching everything up because it's cooler, blah, 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 blah. So that's the plans for tomorrow, guys. This video is more like an OG video of what I wanted it to be. Last night's video, you guys would have thought for sure, yep, this mofo finally cracked. He finally checked out the res. He needs to be medicated and locked in a room someplace, because I bugged out when I could not work on this thing because I couldn't get the screws loose on the linkage arms and stuff, because even that 50 thousandths Allen wrench, the littlest Allen wrench they make, guys, it is literally the smallest Allen wrench they make. When that 50 thousandths didn't fit or wouldn't break a couple of them loose because they were too tight, which means I'm going to have to cut them off and put new sliders and grub screws on there to lock them in place eventually, if I make it that far with this thing, which I probably will. You know I'm going to. You know I'm going to change all the screws in it, make it right, because I have to. But last night, dude, I lost my mind. So tonight's video will take the place of that one. You guys are watching me do this right now. 1 second. Okay, as of right now, we are exactly almost 44 or 45 minutes in. I know, how can you say exactly and give two numbers, right, guys? But anyway, we're like 44 or 45 minutes in. Radio's good. I have 8.3 volts on that out of 8.5. That's solid. The Hobeo just got done charging. I'm going to take you with me while I go do this, so hang on. The Hobeo's good. I'm jumping over to the Yoshi right now as we speak. God, he got dirty. I don't know how the hell he got so dirty. But yeah. We're getting it done. 50-50 chance, and I always lose that draw. I can't stand that. Hold on, guys. I'm just trying to plug this damn wire in. It never wants to plug in right. Red and red. Red. There. Okay. Red and red and red. Park it. Stop it. Boom. Now Yoshi, the Kiyoshi is charging. The Hobeo's charged. The LX2 is charged. The Ravager 2.8. Oh, that's a beast. That Ravager's charged, so he's ready to go. Big boy right here. The LT. That's what we're going to call him. LT. That used to be my nickname for my best buddy I worked with at the shop. I called him LT. So yeah, LT here is ready to go. Servos are rocking. Everything's set up. Endpoints are good. He's ready to jam, boys. So I'm going to move him down on the floor and see what we can figure out with this MBX. Hold on, guys. Actually, I'm going to stop you till I come back so we don't burn up more battery. All right, boys. Here we are. We're back. LT's on the floor, waiting to go. Big losi truggy. The Hyper VS2, the Hobeo, is done and charged. Now the Kyosho is charging. Now we're going to take him apart real quick and see what's going on inside of this. It almost looks like I took the battery out of it and I took everything out of it. I hope I left the three-point switch in it, because I know the receiver's not in there. There's no antenna. New pink filter, we put him on there, and I will run these super soft tires on it, guys. If I'm not going to run it no more than just a tank, that's a lot. I won't worry about it too bad, because anything more than that is going to totally destroy these tires. Look at that servo, boys. That sucker's in bad shape, boys. Bad shape. And that is an Airtronics servo. Yep, I took the battery and everything out, boys. Is my charge switch in here? Yes, my charge switch is still here, proper. Bingo, bango. Okay, boys. Yep, the double-sided tape still on the bottom. So we're going to use, I thought I had I didn't think I had to use a venom. Let me look real quick, guys. Thought I had one more of the smaller ones in here, which I don't, of course, because I'd really like to use one of those. So I'm going to be stuck using a venom, which means I'm going to want to change this around later on, because I don't want a venom pack in this buggy, because this buggy's not going to be one that I run all the time. So I'd rather have a good venom battery. And look at that, even venom batteries gives you a little sticker thing like this. I bought that Techno wing, and you get Techno parts, you don't get shit, but you buy a venom damn battery, you get some venom stickers in there. Ain't that cool, guys? Do that shit. I think if you buy anything, any part for anything, you should get freaking stickers. I love stickers. So anyway, back to what I was saying, I don't really want this high caliber of a battery in him. I would have liked to have one of them cheaper ones in here. So I see a battery swap in the near future for him. Nitro Pup's back over here with me again. So let's see here. I'll put this down in here. Alright, alright, alright. These are servos. This is my switches. Battery gets plugged into this. Right? Yeah, it has to. We might have to shave this down, guys. Yes, we are. I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but some of these plugs are really, really narrow. I mean, real narrow. And a lot of these 2-wire plugs like these have a spade guide on the side of them. That way you know what direction they go into the receiver. So sometimes you got to shave that off with a razor blade like this to get it to fit in there, which is what I'm going to do right now. So very carefully. Very carefully, guys. You're not chopping wood. Very carefully, we're going to shave this down. Like that. Okay. Now, this should fit. Put that in there. What am I dropping? Okay. The filter wing. Boom, just like that. Because I shaved off that slider piece. You see that? It's in there just like it's supposed to. Red to red, black to black. Okay. So, let's stick that down in there. Doesn't really matter because we're going to pack some foam around it anyway before we get all Joe Jiu-Jitsu on it and all this kind of crap like that. And then this piece right here is our charge piece. This is our charging cord. So we got to remember to keep that separate. This one goes to the receiver, which we need to, what I do with the receiver, I had the extra receiver right here. Here we go, here we go. Now, is this actually a waste? More than likely, yes, because I don't know how often I will run this, even though I'm fairly certain by the looks of the inside of the mill when we took that apart back in the day that it is still new, pretty much. I don't think it was ran very much at all. At all. And here's the crapshoot. 50-50, guys. We got a 50-50 chance on this. So this one, I believe, is the steering, which would be number 1, and I believe this is the throttle, which is number 2. We'll find out like that. And like that. Now, because I can't name ID any more vehicles in my radio, because I can only do that with 10. I can only give 10 of them a dedicated channel, but it'll hold 30 cars. What that means is, out of the 10 dedicated cars. If I have this one dedicated and the Hobeo behind me not dedicated, and I turn on this radio to operate this vehicle, and I turn on the Hobeo too, it'll only operate. The Hobeo will turn when this one turns, because the Hobeo doesn't have a dedicated channel. That's the only problem. So once you get past, if you have any cars that aren't ID'd turned on, they will all operate. In other words, I can put LT, the losi truggy, up here on the table with this buggy right now, and turn this radio on to LT, to the losi 8 truggy, and turn it on and go just like this, and you'll see this buggy turn its wheels too. They'll both turn their wheels because I can't dedicate a channel to each one of them if they're both turned on. As long as I don't have this one turned on, it'll operate just the losi. If I turn on 625, if it'll hold 30 cars and I turn on 20 of them, all 20 of them will turn. All 20 of them will go if you pull the trigger. So, you know, that's the only downside. But nobody's ever got more than one car at a time on anyway, so there's no need to really worry about it. So back to this. Here we go. Radio on, radio on. You guys have seen this before or not, but yeah, we're going to do it anyway. You guys want to see it? Go into settings, hold it down, go on the model, get back out there. Go on the model, hit that. LT, the losi 8T, that's number 11. So we're going to come down, number 12, enter. He's going to be number 12 from now on. So we are going to go into here and go down here to name, and we are going to call him what? MBX Pro? Okay, that's what we'll call him. MBX. Put a space in here, MBX Pro. That worked out good. MBX Pro, boom, number 12. Exit, MBX Pro. Now you see how it doesn't say anything below the name, it just says MBX Pro. Watch. Model. Now we're going to go back up to the we'll go up to paintball. Click on paintball. Exit, paintball. ID number 1. See how it says ID number 1? Paintball's got his own channel. That's all that means. Model. MBX Pro. Set. Now, when I turn this sucker on, this receiver is going to blink. That means it's looking for the radio. So what you have to do is you have to push this button on the side until it starts speed blinking, let go of it, and then it'll eventually grab the radio, and you'll see everything lock into place, and we're good to go. All right? Here we go. See it blinking? Now if I push this in, you're going to see it. You're going to watch it start to flash speed blink. There it goes, speed blink. Pink, and it's going to hook to the radio. Boom, there it goes. That servo's garbage. We'll work on that in a minute. And plus the battery's dead and the steering is backwards. So we know the steering's backwards, but the throttle's right. Endpoints are a little off on it, but not too bad. Brakes work, throttle works. So right now we just gotta flip the steering, so we're good there. Exit. Endpoints are, we'll worry about those later. But we want to get to reverse. Right there, reverse. Enter. Steering, normal. Enter. Steering reverse. Enter. Back out, back out. Now the steering's right. Okay. That's good. We can turn him back off. Turn the radio off. Done. Now the MBX Pro has a home and the radio. Okay, guys. Oh, making ground, boys. We're making ground, boys and girls. I'm sorry about not saying girls too, or ladies. If my sister Kim's in here and brother Jason, I'm sorry, Kim. They're also big supporters of the channel. I always, you guys have no idea how much I appreciate that. I'm not one of these. I'm not one of these content creators, YouTube guys that just I can't not go without acknowledging people that help me. I can't do that. I'm not that kind of person. It's all about the, the respect. It's about the reckoning. Boom, fries are done. Yoshi the Kiyoshi just hit the first one. All right, let me see here. Hold on, guys. Yes, it is. People commenting on my YouTube. One minute, guys. Let me reset this. Get it running again. You're okay, boo. You're all right. You're all right. I know you had a bad day. You're okay. Nitro Pup had a bad day, guys. I pulled a tick off him. Probably as big as my pinky nail. And I got pretty good sized paws. I wear a 3X glove. And he's about the size of my pinky nail. As much as I have my hands on my dog, because he's always laying on me and crawling all over me and we're always fighting and playing, how I missed this thing for him to get that big, unless he was that big when he attached to him already, which means he fell off something else and then found my dog, I don't know. All I know is I pulled it off the side of his neck and the sumbitch was the size of a grape, and I was pissed. Because here it is in the middle of that damn November. These things are supposed to be gone. This was a big, gray, fat tick. So, got him off, smashed his freaking head in, flushed him down the toilet, adios, put some triple antibiotic ointment on the Nitro Pup, and yeah, he's had a bad day, guys. Bad day. Yeah, bad day. He had cootie on him that had to be removed. All right, we're gonna put the foam in here first, guys, and I'm cutting my good block too. I'm down to my good block and then get some more of this shit, fellas. Like I said, don't ever throw your foam away. Don't ever throw nothing away, guys. If you ain't figured it out yet by watching us, don't throw nothing away. Keep everything. So put that down in there like that. All right, receiver needs to go to the back because that's where the antenna's at. So we can leave the receiver in here. I think this was the problem the last time, guys, is I didn't think I had room for the receiver, and I did. You see, all this shit has got to come out this side compartment. Yes, it does, guys. It's all got to come out. So we're going to run this up this antenna hole, or the aerial, as the UK boys call it. Just like that. Hang that over there. And where's his binky at? I thought he had a binky on him. No, he did not have a binky on him, did he? No, he does now. Alright. Borrow one. There. Now Yoshi is done. So I gotta tuck all this in down here. I should zip tie all this, guys. Oh, I should. This one's got to stay free. So we're just going to stuff it all down in here. Let it ride, fellas. Let it ride. Because all these wires right here that have been zip tied already, these run right there, and then the charging wire runs right out with them because they got to come out that downspout. That downspout right there is where the wires come out of. Just like that, fellas. Just like that. I think I had that in there like that, actually. And that, I got a feeling I'm gonna run into a problem here, guys. I got a feeling that I'm forgetting something not fitting right. There, and there. Okay, boom. We're in. I don't care what happens. We're good to go. Button screws, guys. Where's my drivers at? That's not good. That wasn't it. Why'd you even try that for, Rob? There we go. Alright. slide that back. That was what I was worried about. We're not. There we go. There we go. We weren't sealing down the box. I'm sorry, guys. I know you can't see shit, but this isn't something I can take my time with. When I get it lined up right, I got to go, or all these wires are going to explode out of there like a Vietnam Fuji pit. If you don't know what that is, I'm not going to tell you to ask a Vietnam vet about it, because he might not like having a memory about a Fuji pit. Okay. Now, put my pink filter back on there. Good to go. We got our 2 screws in the back. Sorry, guys. I'll switch up and go lefty on you, southpaw, so you can kind of sort of see what I'm doing. Ba-boom. Ba-boom. 17 minutes in, guys. We're probably just about to hit that hour mark. We are done. There's our charging cord for our big battery that's in there. We're gonna look at this servo real quick. While I'm sitting here thinking about this is gonna drive me crazy. Because if you haven't figured it out yet, guys, I can't take that servo out of there and replace that right now after running all these wires into here. That's just not gonna work, fellas. So I hope he survives the run tomorrow. I hope I got enough servo left to at least get him through tomorrow's run. I really do. Oh, that's good. So what the hell's going on with this? Hold on a minute, fellas. Something about this isn't driving, man. Huh. Ain't doing it now. See that, guys? Interesting, fellas. Is this sucker not holding this down in there right? I gotta put a longer screw in this? What the problem is? Alright. Yeah, look. Alright. Hold on, guys. Hold on, boys. Hold on, boys and girls. Unplug Yoshi. Bring the charger over here. And here's my 2-cord, red and black. Right? Yeah. Boom. Red and black. 1.6. Charge. Boom. So he's charging. We're going to see how far he goes. We know we're done with the Hobeo is charged. The Kyosho is charged. And put the binky back on them, guys, so that doesn't get ruined tomorrow. And get his body back on him. Alright, guys. Give me 1 second. Boom. Just like that. He's back together again. Insert body clips. Okay. 1 second, boys and girls. Okay. those are cool. Those are done. Those are ready for takeoff whenever we decide to finally take off. Now we are going to move his butt over here to his car stand. And that servo's still weird, guys. I don't understand that, but I'm not gonna worry about that right now. I'm pretty sure it's enough to get him up and down. All right, boys and girls, you know what that was? Battery died. Had to swap it out real quick. That means we got an hour into it, and that's going to be good enough. I'm going to make sure I got the radio and the camera and stuff on all that stuff, because I'm serious. If it's not doing anything in the morning tragically bad, I will go out tonight when I take the pup out here in a minute. And if it's not raining right now, which I don't think it is, I'm going to start putting these buggies in the truck, and I will have them in there come morning time. And I got to zoom them tight, guys, because I'm going to start tearing these carburetors apart, so I can get these clean. They need to get off the table. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing. And if it's not doing anything in the morning, like I said again, I reiterate, I apologize, guys. Terribly bad when I get up, hurricaning, flash flooding, anything of that sort. Me and him will be heading to the lot. Yes, we will. We'll be going to the lot and get. I want to get. I battled myself so bad. Yeah, it's nasty. So bad this morning, guys, because I wanted to go out and run some tanks through the losi truggy really bad, but we didn't get around to doing that. So I want to be prepared for it in the morning, because like I said, as long as it's not doing anything, we will at least make it out there to do that. We will at least make it out there to run, to break him in. That's the goal, is to get him started on his break-in. Once that happens, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Yes, it is. That's got a good big idle gap on it. I like that a lot. This low end needle, I don't know where this sucker's at. So this is going to be all ingenious stuff, as they say. Where's my big screwdrivers at? Not there, not there, not there. These are all Phillips screwdrivers, except this one. I thought I had my flat ones over here too, guys. Doesn't do no good to just have those, fellas. You gotta have standard screwdrivers too. Not everything in the world is Phillips head, right? So anywho, bear with me for a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Basically 8 to flush. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to call it 8 to flush. 8, right, guys? 8.5. 9. Oh, 9. 9 in. So 9 out, we'll call it. 9 out, right, guys? Isn't that what I just said? All right, let's rewrite stuff down, fellas. 9 out, low end. So now we can go ahead and back this out all the way, and we know run it in and back it out 9, and that's where it was at. And we can only hope that we're close. You never really know. Boom. Love it when the oil rings look good, nothing's crushed, nothing looks dry, nothing looks out of whack. See, look, can you guys see my weather? Yeah, see the clouds? And then at 4 a.m. right there, no, ignore my screen burn, guys, but at 4 a.m. 5 a.m., 6 a.m. And granted, it says 50% chance. So it might not be raining. And right there at 10 a.m., that's when me and the Nitro pup take off from here. 45% chance. Oops. 40%, 45% chance. Go back, man. At 10 o'clock. Then it's, you know, 57 degrees. It's a heat wave, guys. 45% chance, 33% chance, all the way up to like 1 o'clock, 24% chance. So I don't think it's going to be raining, guys. I don't really think it's going to be raining. So tomorrow, more than likely, we're going to get to go out there and play with something. That's what it's looking like, fellas. That's what it's looking like. This is that carburetor that was so stuck that it actually had them burn lines put in it. You guys probably can't see those. See them? Those little lines? Yeah. This is the one that was froze up shut. That the idle screw wasn't even in the seat. None of this was right until I took it apart and made it move. So yeah, that's really, really, really jacked up, guys. The only thing about touching an idle screw is that you can close it or open it all you want. It don't matter. It'll only close so far. And the more you close it, the more it pushes it out. Watch. 1, 2, 3, 4 and a half. There's 4 and a half. It's basically got that slide shoved. It's buried into the slide right now. 4 and a half. So 4 and a half. 4 and a half out. Idle. 4 and a half out on the idle. And the high end, we have no idea where that one's at until we start cranking on it. So now we're going to pull the idle screw out. Don't worry, guys, I'm going to cut you loose in a minute. It's been over an hour right now, so I'm going to cut you loose in a minute. The MBX Pro is over here charging on the first run right now on that new battery. There's the idle screw, and the head's a little rounded, but I've seen way, way, way worse. Can you guys see that? I've seen way worse than that, so that's good. O-ring looks good. Proper. There's a slide. Jet port looks good. I should take this whole case, I should pull this whole housing off. Because you can unscrew this housing. That's why it's flat like that. You can take this sucker apart. O-rings are all still on there really good on the neck. O-rings are all right there. They're still good. So we'll take those off right now. So when we start hosing that down, we're not cooking the O-rings. And the inside O-ring, we leave that sucker on there. I don't think we'll ever get that one off anyway, guys. I don't foresee it happening. No. We're going to damage it by trying to take it out. If I slide a razor blade underneath it, it's just going to make it worse. So, we'll leave him on there. Just try to clean up around it really good. Because like all this stuff up on here where the high end was at, you can see where that, whatever that gasket or whatever they had stuck up underneath there is all crusted. I'll show you this real quick, guys, before I let you go. Hold on. Yeah. All of this. They had this gasket up here, this black shit. Hopefully that comes off with some brake cleaner, so I can get that seated down on there right. Because the whole thing is just nasty. And this is not even the bad one. So that one will go there. That one will stay there. We'll call that one number 3. That's going to be third in line. So number 3. Now we're on number 2, which is the dirty one. That's the bad one. And number 1's going to be grubby. So we'll just put that down here too. Number 1 will be grubby. And this is grubby's card. You see that? Nasty. But even grubby's not as bad as this one. This one right here is just, ugh, look at that. So, that's what I'm going to do. I will sit here for the rest of the night and take these down, take them apart, get them out here, spray them off a little bit, and see what we can get into. Hopefully we can get them all apart and get them cleaned up really good. It shouldn't take that much. Oh man, that thing is, oh my god, it's corroded. It's full of sand. You guys see that? You guys see that? It's full of sand. Wow. Okay, we gotta really take our time with this one, guys. Oh no, yeah, because there's no idle gap. Well, yeah, there is. There's a big hunk of something down in here. See that? Yeah, see that? It just came out of there. It came out of the inside of the carburetor. Oh shit, guys. Okay. Anywho, yeah, that's gonna be interesting. So, give me a second, boys and girls. Miss Kimmy, if you're in here, I'm sorry. Okay, hold on 1 second. All right, cool. Back out. I backed you guys back out so we can communicate a little bit better. That's what's going on for tomorrow. Hopefully, good video coming tomorrow. I'm gonna try to run literally, unless they super need tuned, which I don't think they will. They should run just fine. The homebrew works great. They're all gonna run great. I'm gonna run, and you know it only takes 6 minutes to run a tank through a buggy. It ain't like a Savage tank. 6 minutes, 5 minutes. If you're really running them, that tank's empty on a buggy. So 10 minutes per car, 5 cars. You know, we're looking at an hour run time while the LT's breaking in. You know, maybe an hour long video, and we're going to be good to go. Because I mean, seriously, you're going to see me start one up, drop it, run it, put it up on the tailgate, watch it wean out, boom, die, and then I'm starting another one up as soon as I put the piston on the bottom, you know, and then that's it. It's coming home. They're all coming home. They're all going to get turned upside down. They're all going to get full with fucking oil, and that's it for this year. I just want to get that out of the way so that I can focus on building, because I have 2 other trucks to build right now, and the rest of those parts will be here tomorrow through Friday. What I need are coming in the mail. They're gradually going to be coming in the mail. So we're spot on as far as what we're doing, guys. Everything's looking really good. So if you guys made it this long, you know, appreciate, love, respect each and every one of you guys. All my subs. I think I'm like at 191 subs or something like that. And you guys are killing me, man. I love you, love you. We're doing great, guys. Channel's doing great. I have nothing but positive feedback in the comments. Guys are telling me to keep doing what I'm doing. Awesome content. You know, keep it going. So obviously, somebody likes what I'm saying, and I'm trying. I'm just trying to keep it interesting. I'm trying to keep it, you know, entertaining at the same time, but yet still somewhat educational, and you know, a little bit of joking and a little bit of seriousness here and there too. But you guys all know what it's about, right? OGs, Nitro RCs, coming at you from the Nitro Corner. I don't know if I said that or not in the beginning of the run, because this is episode 36. So yes, we are in the corner. OG's Nitro Corner. Aspects Place. My boy All Aspects says he loves the Nitro Corner. So this is for you, bro. The Nitro Corner, all the way. I hope your 25 OG build's coming along really good. Can't wait to see that, what he's got going on. Yeah. So this is what's going on tomorrow. You guys know what's happening first thing in the morning. As long as it's not raining, you're going to see me pop the doors open out there and what's going on YouTube. Here we go. And then we're going to run all these 8 scales and have a blast and break in this monster losi. So if you guys would please smash that like button for me. Please smash that like button, guys. Newcomers, smash that like button for me. Consider subscribing to the channel if you're not subscribed already. And keep coming back to the Nitro Corner. It's where we fix shit and talk about shit after we break shit. You guys know how it goes. All right. Until the next time, which will probably be in a few hours for me. could be a day for you guys, but that's the way it goes. You know how that happens. So, love, respect, all you guys. Peace out.